everyone low anyway. Alright, hello. My name is James Graham. Okay, that's wrong. Hello and welcome back. I go by Meseta, Meseta2, Mesetas on Twitch, and Jason VSG on YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about everything Destiny, mental health, and just kind of my life in general. What my plan is for the future of, I guess, my life really. So starting off with Destiny, I'm feeling quite good about the game at the moment. You know, everything to do with Void 3.0 has been an absolute blast. I've been loving it. However, I've one kind of minor slash major issue with it, and it's the fact that I feel a bit too powerful when using Void 3.0. And it's because ever since the launch of, Stasis and, these new kind of like revamped subclasses, starting with Stasis, I mean, I've kind of felt like our build crafting and our ability just to slay out has been absolutely insane. I feel like the gun portion of the game has been completely kind of like dumbed down to a point where you can put on funnel web and volatile flow and get those volatile rounds from your Void 3.0 builds, and you can literally just hip fire it at anything, and it will pretty much die in like no time. I feel like this is a problem because this big word, oh, it's going to be power creep, and we're going to get more and more powerful until Bungie inevitably decides to, like in Forsaken, the only way that Bungie figured out how to kill us in Forsaken was by literally pushing us off the map or by one-shotting us with with either a wipe mechanic or just a boss that did an absurd amount of damage that we just couldn't, withstand that amount of damage.
Caretaker.
Exactly, yeah, the Caretaker, for example. And back in the Reckoning days in Forsaken, the boss would stomp you off the map because that was the only way that Bungie found that they could kill us consistently. So more on this issue is just that like Void 3.0 has been just so broken. I can put on the Stag or on Titan I can put on this stupid build with a Heart of Inmost Light where I can pretty much never ever die because I've always got resist up, I've always got my Void Overshield, I've always got everything like on uptime, and it's just so incredibly broken, and I just think that this problem is just going to get more and more like, kind of like in the main, kind of like the center of the screen, as it were, because we're going to get Arc 3.0, Solar 3.0, and then possibly in the fourth season of this year, we're going to get more aspects and more fragments for each light-based subclass. Back in Beyond Light, we got Stasis, and that was kind of our introduction to the subclass 3.0 kind of system that we've got
Layout,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, the new layout for the subclasses really. So with aspects is kind of like the fundaments, the kind of like the foundation of your build, and then fragments kind of play into your build, and they kind of give you extra benefits when you don't really need them. For example, I've got a stasis warlock with, and I haven't even upgraded any of the stasis stuff. But even when I'm not using fragments, I feel so overpowered because I can freeze stuff, then I can just shatter it all, and almost everything dies in one shot. I feel like the legendary modes of most activities should be the regular kind of recommended mode that is match made. I saw SkillUp's video on the Witch Queen on the Witch Queen DLC, and I pretty much 100% agree with all of his points. It's just we have become this overpowered beast in this game, and we pretty much cannot be stopped. Since we've always got either a debuff on whatever boss we're fighting, or we've got stupid guns like Risk Runner that can just slay out entire rooms of ads in just a couple shots. Now we've got Osteo Trigger that I'm currently using. No catalyst. I've got no catalyst on my Osteo Trigger, and I'm still like wiping out ads like it's nobody's business.
And when Act 3.0 does come out, Risk Runner is going to be even more boosted.
Exactly, exactly. We're just going to get more and more powerful until Bungie inevitably completely just fucking wrecks us with the fucking Nerf hammer, whatever it's called, and they're just going to say, "Fuck you guys' ability. We're going to put a 7-minute cooldown on all of your grenades, all of your rifts, all of your barricades, and all of your dodges." And we're going to be sat there like, shit, we haven't played like this for so long because gun skill in PvE especially has not been like a factor really.
In my opinion, as well. Sorry, I'm Calypso, by the way. I'm James's friend here in this party. But in my opinion, all general activities should play at the same difficulty level as the legendary campaign did at the beginning of the Witch Queen. So when you are put into that campaign,
Hmm.
not everything was just a pushover. No matter how powerful your build was, it made life easier for you, but it wouldn't mean that you could just rinse through it like it was nothing. Everything in the
Exactly.
game should be like that, and it would make it much more fun because there's actually a challenge and it puts more reason to put more thought into builds rather than just put on anything and just kill everything without even putting an ounce of thought into what you're doing, which is what we're doing right now. We are slaying this wellspring, and I've literally just put together a build in like 30 seconds, and everything is just dropping when I look at it.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like I haven't. So right now on my alt account, I've got no mods that can increase my output of damage or whatever. I've got hand cannon targeting on my helmet. I've got no reloaders. But I've got solar resist or whatever. I've got a scavenger. That's literally
This
it.
man, this man did the Valve the Disciple raid just yesterday, and he was pulling this practically the same amount of damage as the rest of us on his alternate account with not even half the amount of equipment he has on his main account. That says
Exactly.
enough right there.
Exactly. I'm pretty much 50 light under the Valve the Disciple raid, and I was still doing just fine. It's just we've become
Like,
so
what even is
powerful.
the point?
Exactly. It's just power creep is just absolutely insane at the moment. Enough talk about power creep and enough talk about kind of Destiny as a whole. I kind of want to tackle mental health, like especially my mental health, my kind of my future in life and everything like that. So I've been playing Destiny 2 for about 5 to 6 years now. In the beginning, it became just an escape from reality for me and a kind of way to deal with my depression and anxiety by kind of escaping this shit world that we live in. And it was great because during the kind of honeymoon phase of my experience with Destiny, that lasted about 2 years. I just loved the game. I would get on it after school, and yeah, I just fucking love to just escape from the world. Now that we have, now that I've, sorry, now that I've been playing this game for so long, I feel like the honeymoon phase has kind of stopped. I feel like I'm getting not necessarily bored of the game. I still love playing the game every day because the gameplay portion of it and the build crafting and everything is it's just so enjoyable to play. Really, I just feel like I've been playing this game so much and for so long that I've kind of become addicted to it, and I can admit that openly. And I need to kind of, kind of close off Destiny to my life at the moment. I'm going into this mental health ward in a few days, and that's going to kind of stop me from playing Destiny for a few months. Hopefully, I can come out of it as kind of like not necessarily like a better man, but as in my mental health is going to be doing better because of my kind of break from Destiny. And I'm cool with that because I do feel like I need a break, and I do feel like I've been playing this game way too much. I've had days where I play it for 12 hours a day. I was doing day one for 36 hours straight. I would during the last day one, for example, because it got extended. I was on from when the raid came out. I was in the raid for about 20 hours, and then I went to sleep for 10 hours, and then I got up, and the first thing I did was log back in and keep trying to do this stupid raid that I didn't even complete in the end. And my kind of like philosophy with Destiny has just been, this new thing comes out and I need to get it immediately. For example, Vox Obscura. I really, really wanted the Dead Messenger because, not many people had it at the start because there weren't enough light or, high enough light or whatever. But I feel like my philosophy with Destiny, like getting everything as soon as it comes out and doing each raid challenge and getting all the Iron Banner God rolls and trials, Mentos and everything like that. If you're keeping up with the game, I think you know what I'm talking about. But it's just become this kind of like toxic relationship that I have with Destiny, where I have to get everything as
And it's not
soon as
even
it comes out.
FOMO, and it's not even FOMO because it's not going anywhere. So it's like even worse for you because you feel like you need to get it right away, even though it's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. But you feel like you want to get it right away because you think that it is, and when it's just
Exactly.
not.
Exactly. it's just become this thing of, as soon as it comes out, I need it. The Solstice, for example, is a great example. As like day one of Solstice of Heroes last year, I had the legendary set pretty much already maxed out, and we had 3 weeks of it. So I'd pretty much blasted through everything. I pretty much blasted through everything, either day one or in the first week. And I feel like I need to kind of stop that and stop being such a tryhard in Destiny, because I've kind of grown to kind of need everything as soon as it comes out, and especially, and I don't really blame that on the community that I've built, but I feel like I'm in a community of kind of tryhardy kind of players, and I've I've just become so competitive with even my teammates that whoever gets the new thing first, or the god roll of the new thing, is like kind of like better than you in a way, and I feel like I just need to kind of stop the cycle and go into this clinic and into this like mental ward and kind of take a break, take a step back, and focus on my social life rather than getting the new exotic, or getting this arrangement of perks, or this new crazy build, or this new mod that just came out that seemed underrated but in actual fact completely breaks the game. And yeah, so I'm going to be taking about a 2 month break very, very shortly until the new season comes out, because I need this break and I need to feel as though I'm ready to come back and that I don't need to get everything immediately. Alright, it's been me, enough ranting about, my life, my mental health, all of my Destiny 2 first world problems. I'm gonna leave you there, guys, okay? It's been me, it's been James, it's been Calypso, and
So,
it's been great. Bye bye. Bye.
bye.